What's up, guys? Cam here with my buddy Richard Kuo.
Yeah.
And we're in LA, California. And we just met for the first time today. Richard has a bunch of videos on his channel on video game addiction. And that's how we connected. Super dope to actually meet him. And today I want to kind of bring him on and mention a few things about how his gaming has changed over the years, because he experienced a lot of video game addiction growing up, and he quit at one point, he went back, he quit again, and now I believe he's playing a bit of moderation. And so what do you think, how did gaming impact you growing up, and what brought you to come to a point where you wanted to quit, and then what kind of brought you back after that?
Yeah. So for me, gaming growing up was it was fun. Like, my brother played it, so it was cool. Like, my brother was my biggest role model. So if he did something, it was okay to do for me. But after we got into after he went to college, I was still in high school. He stopped playing video games, but I kept playing. And the one thing was, my parents always said, "Oh, stop playing video games. It's a waste of time." But I enjoyed it, so I kept playing. I got into college, I kept playing video games, and I played a lot. Like, I played, sometimes I would play like 12 hours a day, or like I would go to my class and then come back and I'd be playing whatever, StarCraft, Counter-Strike, whatever, Team Fortress 2, whatever. And I kept playing, but one thing, because there's a lot of guilt trip growing up of like game shaming pretty much.
Right.
And so I would always keep it a secret. Like, in college we had roommates, and even with my roommate, he didn't care if I played video games. But I remember whenever he'd come in, it was almost like watching porn. It's like close tab, because like I felt ashamed to play video games. So I knew it didn't make me feel good. What ended up making me want to quit was kind of that reason. And then I made a video on YouTube, posted it, and I was like, hey, this is why I quit video games, because there's so much to do in the world. And at that time, that's what I believed. And then a few months later, I came back and I was like, I just want to relax because I enjoy playing video games. And then I kept realizing every single time I played video games, it was this, I had a bad feeling about it. It was just like, this doesn't feel right. Like, I feel like I should be doing something more productive. And I think it's a combination of guilt from the game shaming growing up, but also today I realize I have my own mission and purpose in my life, which is, I'm just going to repeat the same thing we just did. Right now it's to create content, so I'm a YouTuber as well, and conversations, so speaking, anything like that, to help teens, young adults overcome their self-worth conversations. I think that's really important, and I think, to me, authentically speaking, that is more meaningful to me than playing video games. However, going back to moderation, I still play in moderation because I enjoy it occasionally, but I always keep myself in check. Like, it's because I've trained my mind. I've gone back and forth so many times, like dozens upon dozens of times, because I didn't have the control before. But eventually I'm like, nope, Richard, stop, just like, you gotta stop right now, because you're letting your bad habits kind of control you.
So do you think that you had to quit and use that time where you weren't playing to kind of get your life to a place where you had more positive habits, and that now allows you to be more aware of your gaming and for it to not spiral into more bad habits? Do you think that was important?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
See, what happens is when we get stuck in a negative habit, in this case video games, we just constantly will feel bad about ourselves. I just felt crappy, and I couldn't, it was really hard for me to feel confident or feel proud of myself. So once I was able to say, okay, I'm just going to uninstall League of Legends or whatever the game was, that allowed me, first I get frustrated, I want to play again, but I'm like, Richard, don't do it, just try to challenge yourself to do something else. That would give me the opportunity to grow and expand myself in a different way. Yeah.
Okay, last question. last question.
Yeah.
How much do you game now? Like,
Yeah.
is it less than 5 hours a week? How much are you gaming right now on like a weekly basis?
That's a tough question to answer because how my habit right now is not per week. It's like it's more like every other month I would pick up gaming again. Because I kind of miss that feeling. I do. I'm gonna say on average every single month I will play maybe less than 10 hours.
Cool.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so this is really important because a lot of you guys ask me about moderation, and I always say I don't play because I prefer to do other things. It's not that I'm against gaming or that I don't think moderation is possible, but I think Richard's a really great example of, if you want to moderate, first of all, complete your 90-day detox first. And if you want more information on the detox and why it's important, check the link below. But complete your 90-day detox first.
You're good, man.
Complete your 90-day detox first, and then you can reevaluate. But if you are going to moderate, then I think, as Richard said, he's gaming less than 10 hours a month. So moderating is not playing 3-4 hours a day, 2 hours a day. I think that is still a bit too much. So you definitely want to kind of use Richard as an example. And if you want to try moderation, do it after the detox. But then again, keep it to less hours than more hours. So I hope that helps you guys out. If it does, hit thumbs up, hit subscribe, leave a comment, say what's up to myself and Richard, and make sure you check out Richard's channel. He's got a ton of awesome content, especially around self-worth, which is really important for all of you guys, because if you've been gaming and struggling with it, you're probably also struggling with self-esteem. I know I did. So definitely check out Richard's channel. Really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Awesome to meet you, and hope you guys are having a great day.
Yeah, and it's getting dark.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
in time.